welcome back to Lego Material, and welcome to Lego Material Renew. And I'm very excited to review this Lego Ideas Josh set. It came out August of 2024, August 3rd for insiders, August 6th for all the other Lego fans and people. And this thing is massive. It has 1,497 pieces and 3 minifigs. So, yeah, this thing is massive. Like, this thing is so tall. And this thing is like 2 feet wide, I think. I haven't measured it, but maybe. So, yeah, as you may know, I'm a Josh fan. So, because when I hit this unveil like in June, July, I was just full of joy, waiting for the release date. Like, by the way, this thing is backordered. I mean, this thing is on backorder because it's so popular. That's how popular this thing is. So I backordered mine in September, like last month, and it got here a few days ago. And then I built it, and now I'm here reviewing it for you guys. So yeah, this thing is, I think, one of my favorite sets of 2024. Yeah. I didn't really get large sets this year, but yeah, that's okay. And in the price, I mean, this is retailing for $149.99 USD, and I think 200 Canadian dollars. I think. I'm not sure about the Canadian dollars, but I'm sure it's $149.99 USD. So I think it's worth this price tag, and yeah. So let's dive in the review, shall we? Talking about the minifigs. In this set, you have 3 exclusive minifigs. All of them are exclusive to this set so far, and I think they will stay exclusive. And so let's talk about the minifigs like chronologically as they appear in the movie. So first off, let's talk about Amity Chief of Police Martin Brody, played by Roy Scheider, I think. Yeah, it was Scheider. He has some leg printing and some dual molded arms. And for accessories, he has a revolver and binoculars. Each of these characters have 2 accessories. Each of the minifigs have 2 accessories. And the jacket print is nice. Yeah, I think that's exclusive. I think the pants, like these pants, are exclusive too. I like the back printing. Brody has 2 expressions. A serious expression with his glasses on, and then if you flip this, like if you take the hair off, and then if you flip this around, or maybe just turn him around, he has a happy face without any glasses. I think they did a perfect job of replicating the likeness of Roy Scheider. In my opinion, yeah, they did a close job. This looks just like the actor. As you can see, the facial expression is on point. And Yeah. So yeah. These minifigures are so detailed. So next, in the next order, we got the, in chronological order, next we meet Sam Kent, played by Robert Shaw. I think he has a very good likeness to Robert Shaw. I mean, the minifigure has a very good likeness to Robert Shaw. He has two accessories, a machete, which I think is a new piece, and a harpoon gun, which I've seen in sets before, so that's definitely not new piece. You get two, and I think this is a perfect time to mention that you get an extra machete, and then extra revolver, and binoculars. You get an extra machete too, for just an extra for your collection maybe. Maybe I'll use it in the mock or something. And then, so back on the topic of the minifig. So he has, Clint has one expression, a serious one. There's no double-sided expression because he's wearing a cap. Because, I mean, it, because the other expression will show. I mean, they could have molded a new piece, but this looks good too. So his printing is nice. He has no arm printing and very nice back printing. No leg printing. He's the only character to have. He's the only minifigure not to have two facial expressions and no leg print. To have one facial expression and no leg printing. So, but it's still a cool minifig. Yeah. I don't think you could have an Orca set, a Jaws set without, Sam Quint. So, last, but, okay, just let me get this cap on. Last, but certainly not least, he's the marine biologist, Matt Hooper, played by Richard Dreyfuss. I think the likeness to Richard Dreyfuss is, like, great on this minifig. I think you can almost tell it's, like, just by looking at it, you could tell that's a screen accurate. Yeah. He got a jean jacket and two accessories, a camera and a duffel and something. I watched some reviews and they say it's a duffel bag from the start of the movie. So yeah, I'm going with that duffel bag. So, and you could see he has leg printing, a jean jacket over a gray shirt and some back printing. He has I think this is exclusive, this beanie hair combo. So yeah, if we take that off, he has a serious facial, he has a serious facial expression, and just a smiling facial expression. You can see that, nice. Yeah. So that's it for the 3 minute picks. And one more thing. The set comes with a jaws where you can put the other half of the shark, which we will talk about later. We can and then you can put the other half of the shark and make a full shark, and then you can put these characters on these minifigs on the display base. Like so. If you don't want to display them with the orca, you can just have the shark and the 3 minifigs. And then, or if you don't have enough space to display the diorama. But I think in my case, I'll display the minifigs with the diorama and the shark. So I think that's a perfect segue into the shark. Talk about the shark. But so he's attached to the display base, right? So you can just take him off like so. Because he's held in place by the display base. That one actually. By these 2 studs. So yeah. You can take them off and then like put them with these guys here to make a full shark. Okay. Let me just sorry about the inconvenience. Sorry about this. And then you can, there's a hook and like a peg, as you can see. Not the peg, somewhere where you clip the shark in. So you can just clip it in like so. And then you've got a full shark with the 3 minifigs, if that's how you're gonna display it. But like I said, in my case, I'm gonna display the whole diorama because I think it looks cool. You can't see the shark, can you? So here's a shark with the 3 minifigs. Yeah, so yeah. Let's take a look at the shark real quick. So I'll just do this. So sorry about that. Yeah. Talk about the shark now. First thing you want to do is put this tail, this on the shark tail. You just have a hook, blue hook, and you can see a, I don't know if you can see it, gold, like, peg thing, hook, like, it connects to the hook, so yeah, so let me just put this on. And then fix the shark. Sorry about that. Well, you guys are waiting to see the shark. I actually made my own orca like a couple years ago. Well, I didn't know about the set because it was still being developed in Lego Ideas website. So yeah, that was fun to make. So here you can see the shark. He splits into 2 parts, as I showed you earlier. Well, I didn't show you, but I demonstrated it. So you could have the shark on the display base with the 3 minifigs of Hooper, Brody, and Quint. So you can, the shark is nice you can use you can see they use some Ninjago parts for the gills. The two fins are also articulated. So yeah, this fin is not, sadly, but the jaw is articulated to a certain extent. I mean, you can only close it and open it slightly, and I think you can fit a minifigure in there. So let's take Quint for example. Okay. Okay. So let's take Quint's accessories out of his hands, and now let's feed him to the shark. Probably wouldn't fit. Well, probably doesn't. I mean, it fits, so you can have it like that. So yeah. So yeah, but probably wouldn't do that because yeah, I think it looks much nicer with the Quint standing with the rest of the guys. And then the only downside to this is, I mean, two downsides actually. One, you can see the thing in the Orca. I mean, in the diorama base, so there's like a thing sticking out. And then two, in this display base, if you're doing 3 minifigs, it totally blacks out the Lego draw style. By the way, that's printed, so all of them are printed. Like the four tiles that you see, the Orca and the two jaws and the tile with the coat on it, yeah, these are printed, thankfully, because I don't know how I would center those stickers, if they were stickers. So anyway, this 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 has a really good technique for the fins, this fin. So yeah, but more of the better techniques. I mean, these have good techniques to do the cheek and like cheek and tongue thing. As you can see. Yep. So yeah. So yeah, I think that's it for the shark. So let's move on to the orca, shall we? Let's take the orca out of the diorama base so you can see it more close up. Here's the orca. Like, take Bruce and the diorama base, put it there. Okay. This is big. So yeah. There's some pieces that fell off, so excuse me while I'm trying to rebuild it. This will just take a second or two. Yeah, so let me walk you through the orca. So, as you can see, the mast on my orca is kind of bent toward the front because I put the can you see it? I'll go through the, as you can see, the mast is kind of bent to the front because I put it too tight, and I think it over time it will stress the plastic, maybe. But let's move Bruce out of the way. So like the accessories on this thing, like you have okay, parts are falling off left and right. Sorry about this, but let's start from the front of the boat, and then let's work our way back, shall we? So from the front, I am so sorry. From the front, you use these techniques. Let me bring the orca closer to the camera. You use these techniques with using you use this technique for the pulpit. I think that's what they called it in the movie. By using these battle droid arms with this flexi rope and these hot dog pieces in tan, and then moving up we get to see 2 bells, and then 2 more bells here, so 4 bells in total, plus the one on the diorama. This is a sticker. You see, you get 2 stickers. You get 2 of the same exact sticker, one on each side. So yeah, it says MS 15LF. So, and then moving our way back here, you can see some green plates. I really don't know what they're trying to represent, but here you see the windshield, which is an upside down technique. By the way, which is you place it upside down to get that slanted look. By the way, you built the whole bow, like the whole front of the ship, upside down, and then you attach it. So, and then moving up here, you get the infamous shock jaw. The famous shock jaw, built with 2 white handlebars. So yeah, that's nice. That's nice part usage right there. And then here you see here you see 2 life preservers on either side of the boat and a marker, and these telephone pieces are trying to act as railings. So yeah, and then you got 1 more life preserver on that side with a marker and a bullhorn and a searchlight up top here. So yeah, and then if we go all the way up here, you see the mast. So yeah, that's that. And then making our way back here to the back of the ship. Wait, let me just, so this is connected to the back of the ship is some detail, like you got a steering wheel and a control panel or maybe just a panel for the gauges and stuff. And then you get this swinging mast thing. So yeah, and then you get the exhaust for the exhaust for the ship, like exhaust. And then on either side of the ship, you got 3 harpoons, like latched into place here. And then you got the windows, which see the interior, which we'll get to in a minute. But I just want to say this back deck is built. You can see the Orca sign. That's printed, by the way. So yeah, no need to worry about applying the sticker on because there are no stickers. But this technique is really nice. It really looks like wooden planks. But the back deck is just full of details and stuff. Like you see these cage bars. Like I think they're trying to represent the cage that Hooper went in one of the final scenes. Well, not the final scene. This is what I would say the wrench. Yeah. This ladder here. Let's move this out of the way. This ladder here. I think this is a wrench. I'm not really sure. Leave it down. Comment down below what you think this is. I think this is a life vest. Yeah. This is the fishing chair. The fishing chair that Quint sits on. And I think Brody sits on this too. And some life preservers. And some oxygen tanks that are vital to the final scene of Jaws. And then this ladder is made up of battle droid arms and these shepherd Lego pieces, which is a really cool technique for that. There's like throughout the build, there's like 5 fishing poles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fishing poles in the back of the boat. So let me just remove the top section so we can see it better. Here we can see the top section better. Yeah. This is on a hinge. That's a very cool technique. So yeah. You can set like 5 minifigs. I mean, all 3 minifigs, I think. I don't think you can set 5. I think you can stand at least 1. And then, if you're very patient, like, I think you can see 3, sorry. And you can see a better view of that control panel. And I don't know what this is. Maybe a thing. I don't know what this is supposed to represent. Maybe microphone? I don't know what this is supposed to represent. Maybe the brakes or something? Yeah, so the only downside of this, building this Orca, is like mast. The strings. Like this is a metal joint right here, and then it's connected on by a ball joint. Yeah. But you need to tie these in place using these. And then yeah. So let's move this out of the way. But this, I think they nailed this detail. So yeah. Let's look in the interior. So So you got a table and a mug and one of those other control panels and a compass, which I think is new for this set. Or maybe I just haven't seen it before in other sets. So I think you can remove this, but you have a letter. I think that's a new piece. And then a coffee mug, two coffee mugs here. And then you see this table can be removed. So I'm gonna remove it for the sake of showing you the interior. So that table just sits on by a jumper set. And then here's the couch where they sit on and then tell stories. And then here's a newspaper. It says Amity Gazette, Campbell attacked. And I think, from what I've seen for reviews, that's the same picture as the chalkboard in the beginning of the movie. That's the same picture of the shark. Here's another steering wheel. And by the way, Campbell is the fan designer for the set. And then this is another steering wheel. And then this is a walkie-talkie device. Oh, supposed to represent a walkie-talkie device. Here, there in the corner, you can see it. Yeah. Right. You can see it. It's gray. So let me just put this back together, and then I'll show you the diorama, and then I'll wrap up this review. So finally, the diorama. It's big. It's big. So, but you get the blackboard, the iconic black border all throughout the scene. You get another Josh towel and a towel with a quote on it that says, "You're gonna need a big boat." One of the greatest lines in cinema. Most iconic lines in cinema. So yeah. You get a black border that's neatly tiled off. I mean, you might not think this is tedious just to put all the water effects on here, but I went through it, and I think that took like an hour just to put all the water effects, and I think it looks in motion, like frozen, and you can see water coming off the sides of this black border. It's kind of tedious. I'll fix that later. Actually, so it is kind of tedious to make this like water effects, not the black border per se, but the actual water effects in detail. But so you got another bell here on a hinge, and it's medium blue, as you can see here, I think. Yep. Like the base of the hinge is medium blue, and you can see a lot of white stuff. I think that's a splashing of the water. This is like when the shark. This is the back of the shark. I think it will make more sense when the shark is in it, because it's like seamless. And then here's an Easter egg. This bell, he ate one of the bells, which is non-consistent with the movie, because, yeah. But it's kind of tedious. This is where you attach the shark, and then this is where you attach the orca. So, yeah. And then, yeah, it's a big border. Is the underside if you're interested? Using these roll plates in blue, I think it's the first time. And then you can see paneling and yeah. I don't think you're interested in the underside of this, but I just wanted to show it just what it looks like underneath. But now let's put the shark and the orca onto it. So yeah, let's start by disconnecting the shark. Okay. Actually, let's start by putting the orca in. So yeah, you see these grooves? I think it's just slotted into this cylinder, to the circle here, which I'm pointing to right here. And then you just slot it in. Wrong way, wrong way. And that comes off. Then the mast. You need to put these riggings in. So yeah. And I think you put it like this, and the border is kind of hanging off, but I think that adds to the coolness of the set. It's hanging up, but I think it looks cool in my opinion. So yeah, so it's positioned there, and then you disconnect the shark from the base. This is a tricky part. So, from the base, let me move this diorama base like further. So, let me put Quint back on, and then you take it on the side. I think it'll work. And then you take the whole shark piece. Nope, it doesn't work. Okay, just let me figure this out. I'll just cut the cameras for a second and then let me try to take the shark off, and then I'll see you when I manage to take the half of the shark off the pedestal. Final thoughts of this set is, I think it's worth the $150. 3 great minifigs. Which I don't think you could have a jar set without these 3 main guys. You just can't. That's my opinion, because of the protagonists of the whole movie. So, yeah. Well, three excellent minifigures, three excellent minifigures and 3 excellent builds. The shark is nicely built. The orca is nicely built. It's sturdy. And yeah. And I think this is still on back order. So yeah. It's the pros and cons of the set is Pose 3 cake minifigs. And iconic. It's iconic. It's one of the most iconic scenes in movie history, for me at least. Great parts uses. Iconic scene. Great minifigs. The cons is this wire and the price. Well, I think it's fairly priced because this is more an iconic set and it's more geared toward adults. So yeah. So yeah, I think that mostly wraps up the review of this Jaws set. So yeah, I think it was worth it. In my opinion, it was worth it. Great details, nostalgic. I mean, great details. It was super nostalgic. I had a fun time building this. Great building techniques and great part users, great details, and yeah, just great set overall. So I think that's it for this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Lego Mateo, signing off.